All right, Shalom with the Hebrew Israelites. My name is Ahmad. The brother to my left is Matazar. We're from the End is Near 2 YouTube channel. We're out here on South Street between 3rd and 4th and South Street. And, we're out here on Sunday today. And, basically, we're out here to, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi, Baha Kodash Rakah. Shalom to the double honors to the elders and apostles, and shalom to you brothers out there that are teaching the word in true sincerity, diligently to the best of your ability, and fearing the name of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi and trying to endure to the end. We're out here another week, and the first thing we're going to get into is basically who we are, the basics, the summary, the introduction, of what the scriptures are all about, because our people, when I say our people, I'm talking about the people that are on our 12 tribe signs, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the tribe of Judah on down to Issachar, you Israelites that are scattered abroad. I don't want to ramble on. Let me let this brother get the scriptures, because one thing that we're taught is we gotta bring out the scriptures and basically break them down. When you read in Nehemiah 8:8, as a matter of fact, I'll get that real quick. Nehemiah 8:8, it talks about how Nehemiah was a prophet, he was a man of the Lord, and it talked about how basically he read in the scriptures and broke it down to the people, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be out here just rambling out of our own heart, because the Most High gave us the scriptures to be able to shine a light unto our people. So bear with me for a second. It's kind of cold and a little bit rainy out here. So this is Jeremiah 8:8. It says, "So they read in the book in the law of Yahawah distinctly and gave the sense." Nehemiah 8:8. It says, "So they read in the book in the law of Yahawah distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand and reading." So it says they read in the book, and it's talking about the Torah, all right? So they read in the book in the law of Yahawah distinctly and gave the sense. So meaning we cause our people to understand the reading, and that's what we basically out here doing right now. We reading the scriptures and we're breaking it down to show our people, the meaning of what these scriptures are saying. And that it's very vast. We give our people the understanding of the meaning of the laws, the moral, dietary, the moral, dietary, and ceremonial laws, and also the prophecies, which we're gonna, Lord willing, we'll get into in this street teaching. So you can go with that. No, second. Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved.
Yeah, so that's Jeremiah talking. That's Jeremiah basically breaking this down, because he said the harvest. Read it one more time.
Done. This is once again Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved.
Yeah, so meaning these seasons came and they went, but we are not saved, because basically, in the churches they teach that you're saved. They say that you're saved, but you're not saved off the bat. You're not saved until the end. When you read in the book of Mark 13:13, it talks about how
I'll get it actually. Yeah. The book of Mark chapter 13 and verse 13. All right, let me get that. This is the book of Mark, the 13th chapter and the 13th verse. And it reads, and ye shall be hated. Let me make sure I got that. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah, it says that we will be hated of all men for the name of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, but he that endures to the end shall be saved. And what are we enduring? All these afflictions, everything that goes on in our lives and all that, what I'm saying? Like, me and this brother, we, we're basically, we're kind of seasoned, to some degree, as to what we've endured since we started coming out to the highways and hedges. But it's like me personally, what I'm saying, the Lord, He always, and as the scripture said, He doesn't put a burden on you more than you can handle. But it's like, so you got to keep that in mind, because if the Most High is really dealing with you, He's not gonna let you get thrown out the truth or whatever. But it's like, we've been kind of catching hell, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Seems like there's more traffic.
If I may, I'd like to quote that scripture again in Mark 13. This is Mark chapter 13 and verse 13. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. This is Yahawashi talking. This is the written. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Blessed are the meek.
Yeah, it says, read it one more time.
Time from the top. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, like right now, like me and the brother was talking about earlier, what I'm saying, we hated by people in the world, our family, for this truth. But that's a sign, because a lot of these church pastors and all that, they're looked up upon and all this. You know what I'm saying? People respect them. So how can this scripture be applying to them when people look up to them and basically respect them?
Exactly. Right.
Joel Osteen, Billy Graham, Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. I can't. I mean, I can't even think of all the names and stuff, because I don't really watch them or nothing like that. But you know what I mean. But that's what I'm saying. That's what we gotta go through. But they're not. They're not looked down upon. They're not really despised. You know what I'm saying. So that's that's a indication right there that's not who this scripture is applying to.
Exactly.
And if you ask them, they would say that they're saved.
Right. Yeah, and I have a question too. Now that you said that, they say that they're saved, right? But here's a question about salvation, right? What is the true definition of salvation according to the scriptures? And this is something that they're not teaching you. You see the names that this brother just got done mentioning. These are what's called prosperity preachers. Okay, everything is about, if you pray to the Lord, He'll give you a house, He'll give you a car, He'll give you money. All right, all these fleshly things, he'll enlarge you in the flesh. That's what these people teach. Okay, they teach fleshly, you know what I'm saying, worldly. They teach fleshly, worldly, prosperity. All right, showing you that they're not speaking of the God of the Bible. They're not speaking out of these scriptures. Okay, they're worshiping a whole different power, because according to our power, all right, we're supposed to be suffering in these times. His people are going to be catching hell in these times, like the brother just got done mentioning. All right, so how is it? That's another indication. That's another indication of how you know they're not coming out in the scriptures. How is it that you're going to be prosperous in a world that was slated for destruction to begin with? Okay, that is close to the end. Okay. And the scriptures say it is at the end that we shall be saved. So what does that tell you? What end are we looking for? Whose end are we looking for? You know what I mean? And so that's a question a lot of people don't ask themselves, showing you that when it's all said and done, other people, they just go with what they hear. It's not about studying things. They'll look at the news, see all this crap going on, but they'll incline their ear to these prosperity preachers. Oh, you're saved as long as you pray unto God, unto the Father, unto Jesus Christ, which according to the scriptures, that ain't even His name. Okay, He just got that in there. But with that being said,
as a person that doesn't have anything, I have everything. When I look at the sky at night, I see the stars.
Got it.
I mean, second
Ezra. Yeah.
Life is beautiful. You don't need money to make that life is beautiful.
Second Ezra 9 and 22.
Yeah, 9. Get that.
This is Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 22.
All right.
It says, let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
For with great labor has he made it perfect, showing you what? What is yeah, please. Line by line. Exactly.
This is 2 Ezra 9:22. It said, "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect."
Right. So who is that multitude that's being spoken of there in that scripture? It said, "Let the multitude perish then that be born in vain." So who is he talking about there? That's letting you know that the Lord is not dealing with everybody. He said, "Let the multitude perish then that be born in vain." And why is this multitude born in vain? Huh? Oh wow. That's crazy. That's the spirit. You understand? Like, why was the multitude born in vain? Because the multitude was born in vain simply because of the simple fact that at the end of the day, the aim of the multitude. Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, the multitude basically, one aspect you can look at it as is, all of society, and then you have the 100% of Israel, which Israel is basically broken down into the elect, and then you have the 2/3, and the elect is the Israelites, or the individuals that the Most High basically sanctified or separated to be delivered from the coming destruction of Babylon, which we know is America according to the Bible. So this scripture is basically saying, "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain," because they, what's vain basically mean? Like something that's useless, something that's, because they were basically born in vain. Because the scriptures also say, let me see this. I don't want to misquote, but it might be Matthew chapter 7 or something like that.
Okay.
About, it's like I don't want to It's like in a house there are many vessels, some to honor and some to dishonor.
Okay, so I think that is 7 years.
Yeah, so you have vessels. You have vessels that are made for honor, and you have vessels that are made for dishonor. And then, so basically, the 2/3 will represent. They're Israelites, but they're going to be basically destroyed in the destruction that's coming.
Actually,
just like how you have Israel.
I have no idea what the heck.
You have a turn signal on that.
Yeah,
he's not going to be able to back up the way he needs to.
They're not. No, I had a scripture real quick, but you were speaking. I didn't want to cut you right off. You know what I'm saying? Sonish people.
He didn't have his turn signal.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 7, starting at verse. This is Yahawashi speaking, right? This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13.
If he'd have put his turn signal on,
exactly,
and then started
backing up, everybody would have gotten the message. That's what. Hey, but our people are Sodom people. You see what I'm saying? And it would be a Jake that jumps out the vehicle. What? Man, it's always our people, boy. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction."
Yeah, enter ye in at the straight gate, because the gate that we enter into, there's a lot of difficulties.
Yep.
There's a lot of like me and his brother, we were working earlier. We was going through all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When you come into the truth, you get tested basically.
Big time. And these tests don't let up. And that's another thing that needs to be communicated. These tests were never meant for us to actually be, in a crumbling, like, these tests are not meant to break us down. They're meant to build us up. You understand what I'm saying? Us that are entering at the straight gate. Okay? I'm gonna read that again. This is Matthew chapter 7 to 13. "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction." Now you had that scripture up in 2 Ezra, right? "Let the multitude perish, then that let the multitude perish, then that be born in vain." Okay? So right there, that's an example of the multitude perishing right there, that be born in vain. You hear what the scripture said? It said, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Now hear this. And many there be which go in thereat. And I get that scripture again in second Ezra. So we can link that up.
So
Yeah, let's go to get right quick. No, that's cool. Let's cool.
Well, Jesus, let's redo this. I said, anyone who can turn water into wine and water.
The second Ezra is 9 and 22. Let the multitude perish then, which is born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
You hear that? So according to the scripture, the Lord said, "Let the multitude perish." Okay, and hear this again in Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So there goes your multitude that was born in vain. Okay, there's your multitude right there. These people that's in this setup, being scoffers, you know what I'm saying, being fleshly, being wicked, being adulterous. Understand what I'm saying? These are those that were born in vain, that were born to be, you know what I'm saying, wayward. Period. All right. These demons that are out here in the flesh, that's trying the children of Israel. That's bringing all type of hell. All right. These. No, I'm good. You understand? That's your multitude. Okay. Like the brother just brought out. What does it mean to be vain? It means to have no purpose. Okay. It means to have absolutely no purpose. You're just here to be a fucking demon. Or you're just here to just take up space. You're just here. Like the elites have a name for people like that. They're called useless eaters. Okay? Useless eaters. Alright, let me continue that in chapter 7. I'm on verse 14. Because the gate, actually let me read up first. Let me finish that whole point. Verse 13, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Now that's talking about that's talking about that multitude that the Lord said was born in vain and said to let them perish. Okay? Verse 14, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Few there be that find it. So there you go. Can you get that scripture again in second Ezra? That fruit, that vine that the Lord hath labored to make perfect. There goes your right there. There goes that few that's entering into that straight gate. And what is that labor? This hell that we're catching. Okay? Yes, that labor that's making the Lord's fruit great. Us catching this hell. You got it up. Go ahead, bring it.
Second Ezra 9 and 22.
Okay.
Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
That's right. And once again, what does the scripture say? Enter ye in at the straight gate. What does it mean? What does the word straight mean? What does it mean? What does straightness mean? That's a condition of great difficulty, a condition of great peril. Okay? Paul talked about being in perils everywhere he went. Perils by the sea, perils upon land, peril by his own brethren. You understand? So that's basically that perfecting agent that's making the Lord's. Read that again, please.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 22.
Con.
Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
Con.
Let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
That's it. All right. And what was that great labor? That straightness that's being spoken of in these scriptures. Okay. So basically, like we keep saying, you know what I mean? Like this brother was just giving an example of what we had to go through earlier. We were doing work in a spot, you know what I mean? We catching all this hell at one point, you know what I mean? We got to prime here, we got to paint there, we got to do this, we got to do that. And then shit is going wrong as we're doing it, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. These are the things that's making us perfect. All right? This is how the Lord is keeping his vine. All right? This is how we're made perfect, by that straightness. The scriptures in the book of Second Ezra also say that acceptable men are tried in the fires of adversity. Okay, so that's what this whole thing is about, man. And only the elect, and again, only few there will be that make it. That's that elect, man. So marvel not. That's how the whole thing. Like, we don't marvel if certain people don't get it, even within our family. You know what I'm saying? All these people that get at us and shit like that, man. But what does the scripture say? You got 2 of a family, 3 of a city, right? Read it for us. Because the brother made a point, man. Even among our own brethren, you know what I mean? Even among our own family, even among those that call themselves being our blood, man. They see that we're in this truth, man. They violating on us now. We public enemy number 1 in our own household. How does that work? Okay, Yahawah went through the same thing. That's how we know we're doing the right thing. Okay, like the brother said, we're hated, man. One of the family. So I'm gonna read this in chapter 7 one more time real quick. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. And we was talking about these prosperity preachers earlier. Your Creflo Dollars, your TD Jakes, your I can't believe I stopped. Your Joel Osteen, okay? That's that wide gate, man. All these different philosophies. Bring it.
Jeremiah 3 and 14.
God.
It says, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city, and 2 of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
And I will bring you to Zion. What does the word Zion mean? The word Khan. In the Hebrew, it's to Zion. All right? And the word, what you roughly translate it, it means monument. So he's bringing you back to the remembrance of who you are. The monument of Israel, being that people of the Lord, that prince of the power. Okay? That's what this is about. And what did the scripture say? He will take you can you get that again? He will take you 1 of a city and 2 of a family. All right? So, I remember times when I used to actually damn near get frustrated trying to tell my own family. I damn near get frustrated trying to tell them things, man. But guess what? The Lord, the Lord wasn't dealing with them. They just couldn't get it because the Most High didn't reveal it to them. All right? You got it?
Yeah. I remember I was talking to my father or whatever, and mind you, he told me certain things that it was almost like a foundation for me before I came to truth, like about the Masons and all that, and the so-called Jews, how they run everything and all that. But I'm trying to link it up and say they're the Edomites, and the Edomites control the world, they're going to be destroyed and all this. And
right.
He wasn't trying to
hear that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I say, man? It's as the scriptures have just said, you know what I'm saying? One of a city and 2 of a family. Okay? It is what it is. Some people were given the understanding, others weren't. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the Lord works. Okay? Got it. Great.
Jeremiah 3 and 14. It says, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, 1 of a city, and 2 of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
There you go. The Lord said he is married unto us. What does that mean? He's joined unto us, okay? We are the Lord's people. Read that one more time from the top.
So Jeremiah 3 and 14 says, turn, O backsliding children.
Turn, O backsliding children. Why are we backsliding? Because we're in all these different philosophies. We're in all these different places we got no business being. Continue that, bro.
It says, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, 1 of a city and 2 of a family.
For I am married unto you, and I will take you, 1 of a city and 2 of a family. Only a small few are going to understand and get this, okay? And the Lord said he is married unto us. What does it mean to be married unto the Lord? It means to be joined unto him. And within the nation of Israel, you actually have a tribe called Levi, okay? Law Yah. What does that mean? Joined to me. That's what it means. Yahawah, the Most High said, ye are married unto me. That means we're joined unto him. We're the Lord's property, okay? This is why in the scriptures, we're likened unto a comely woman. Okay, we are the Lord's.
It says, and I will bring you to Zion.
I will bring you to Zion. Okay, I will bring you back to the remembrance of who you were. That's according to His word. All right, and the Lord is not a man to lie. So that's what you see going on right now, like the brother just got done saying earlier. We're out here bringing you back to the remembrance of who you are. But understand something. We're doing it as the mouthpiece of Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi, not of ourselves. Okay? Continue.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 20. Slide, I'll start at 19.
Okay.
It says, nevertheless, the foundation of Yahawah standeth sure, having the seal of the Lord knoweth them that are his.
Bring that again.
It says, it's 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19.
Okay.
Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahawah standeth sure.
And you hear that? It said, nevertheless, the foundation of Yahawah standeth sure. And what is that foundation? Laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Through His Son, Yahawashi, especially, who was the embodiment of the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
It says, having the seal of the Lord, having the seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
Having the seal, the Lord knoweth them that are His. Okay? And what is that seal? This word is that seal. Okay? This is how we're sealing the elect. We're sealing the elect with His word. Because at the end of the day, guess what? From the foundation, it was already said who the elect were going to be. And the elect were given a certain seal. Okay? That seal is these scriptures. Okay? The comforter that Yahawashi left behind. Go ahead.
It says, and let everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity.
That everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity. Meaning come out of all these different philosophies that you're in. Repent. Alright? And sin no more. To the best of your ability. Get out of these philosophies. Get out of these practices. Get out of these different thought processes and come back to this truth. To who you are as a people. Okay? You're not Greeks. Okay? You're not Masons. You're not Illuminati. You're not Arab. Alright? So get out of that. If all of you elect that are in Islam, get out of that. You are not no damn Arabs. Okay? We are not Arabs, alright? We are the children of Israel, okay? Look up a thing they call the trans-Saharan slave trade, okay?
It says, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor.
That's it. And guess what? Right now we're in a great house. Okay? Right now we are in a great house. And right now, who is in power? These vessels made unto dishonor is in power. Why? Because you can see that. You can see that perfectly because the world is in a dilapidated state. It's in a state of it's in a state of great decaying. And let's put it that way. America is slowly circling the drain. This place is slowly but surely losing ground in every aspect of power imaginable, okay? You got Edomites out here, these so-called white people out here that's living like dogs in their own system, all right? Among Benjamin, we have this song, right? I forgot who was the one that wrote it. But he said, let me get a runaway ticket going back to Africa to live it. In a Babylon, I suffer like dog. Wanga baka miyad. But Riyadh is not Africa, okay? That's a lie. We're not Hamites. We are Israelites, okay? And we're trying to bring you back to this before we can go back to Riyadh, all right? The proper way. Through the chariots roundabout that's gonna come. You got it.
It says, if a man, verse 21, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use,
That's right.
and prepared unto every good works.
Right.
So it says, if a man therefore purge himself, and the word purge means to basically clean thoroughly. That's
right.
why,
Thoroughly.
you know, Yahawashi he exhorted, the men of the Lord to basically repent and to come out of their ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have grace through Yahawah, through the blood of Yahawashi.
Yep.
And that doesn't mean for us to basically continue in sin. It means for us to get ourselves together. Just like, what kills me, the Christians, they had this like this wristband. I remember, what would Jesus do and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of like a reminder that they would put on their wrists or their clothes or whatever little accessories they have.
Right.
But it's like you gotta ask yourself: would Jesus smoke cigarettes? Would he eat pork? Would he indulge himself in all these worldly things that are gonna take away from the spirit? I mean, no, he wouldn't do that. So why would you think that it's cool for you to do that? Just because you so-called have grace. And I mean, you gotta think about those things. You gotta think about those things. It says, flee also youthful lust, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call the Lord out of a pure heart. So it says, flee also youthful lust. So what's your youthful lust? Like the things that you was into when you was into the world, like what I'm saying, like idleness, for example, like playing. I mean, it's not like it's one of the 613 laws not to play video games or something, but it's like it's not gonna benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just certain things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Even like with TV and stuff, it's like it could be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure I was just thinking about this. Is kind of off the topic, but you know what I mean? Just like watching Family Guy or American Dad or something like that. I might watch that, like if I'm falling asleep or something. I'm not gonna sit there and like just be or I mean just video games. Just like I was saying, going to bars and all that stuff. It's like it's not gonna, what I'm saying, it's not gonna, that atmosphere, that environment, those things are gonna kind of take you out the spirit if you
continue in it.
Yeah, if you indulge yourself in it. So it's like you want to flee those youthful lusts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, even on the level of like especially on the level of like the brother just got done mentioning a certain atmosphere that you be around. Like I remember it was said, yo, don't be going to these clubs, man. Don't be going to these bars. These things, they take away from the spirit because at the end of the day they promote adultery. They promote all these wicked, lustful, like they basically, that's for the most part what it does. It promotes adultery. You understand what I'm saying?
Like I took my woman to the movies and shit, like which I don't really, it's like rare, you know what I'm saying? I can count on one hand or fingers basically how many times. So, but I mean, just even that environment, that shit just like really struck my mind, that environment. Because it's like, the women, they get all dressed up, they're all trying to, like I was telling my woman, like I don't understand why. Even my woman was saying, just take for example, the Muslim women or whatever, they're supposed to be modestly dressed and all that, but yet they'll have a kimar on, but then they'll have super tight ass pants where you can see their shape of their underwear and all that shit. It's just like, why would you do that? That kind of defeats the purpose. Like for all that, you might as well have your hair out and all that. She's saying because they believe their rationale is that basically if a man has sex with them, that's going to be their husband or something like that. But I mean, that shit don't matter. I mean, I know, but I mean, I've heard situations where like a Muslim woman might have came over, did something all crazy and then put her kimar on and walked outside like this shit is a normal Muslim woman.
Yeah, exactly. But that goes to show you the falsehood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That exactly. Showing you that at the very end of the day, man, listen, when it's all said and done, that kind of environment right there, that's 1.5 hours.